Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Warner, here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Smacked to the left. That is gone.
Block for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Counting and a win. And a win. Bryant.
Alrighty, welcome back to our broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland, Texas. Week 9 of the 2022 Texas High School football season on tap. So we have a big matchup here. We'll be back with the national anthem after this.
You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has.
Welcome here to the pregame show on Real Sports Live in conjunction with Sharyland ISD, coming to you live from Richard Thompson Stadium. Ruben Rodriguez here with you. Reed Reyna will be joining me momentarily in the broadcast. The rivalry between Mission Vets and Sharyland is a very, very interesting one, rather say. Both schools just 10 minutes apart, but they've only faced off a total of 6 times. This will be the 7th meeting tonight. Sharyland has won 5 of the meetings. Last season, it was Mission veterans who got the win, but we mentioned a very interesting matchup because it's been a classic game of one-upsmanship in a sense. We've seen Sharyland and Mission veterans, they've always finished either above each other or below each other by 1 seed or 2 seed. The most has been 1 seed. It was in 2014 where Sharyland finished as district champions. Mission veterans finished off in 4th. When we look at this matchup, you're getting an interesting matchup to say in a sense because they're not in the same district in any other sport. In football, they're in the same district, but in the non-district seasons for every other sport, so whether it be baseball, basketball, softball, soccer, volleyball, they still manage to play each other again. So this rivalry alive and well despite a 5-1 lead here by Sharyland over Mission Veterans Memorial. Both schools not having the best of starts in 2022. Mission Veterans going 3-2 in the non-district campaign. They suffered 2 straight losses. Sharyland going 1-4 in the non-district campaign. Heading into the bye week, both schools, both teams, and their own fan bases, questions, comments started to rise whether these teams had a chance of making it to the postseason. Of course, last year we looked at 16-5 in Division 2 was Mission Veterans, Sharyland, and Mercedes, who all finished off as the 1 seed in a 3-way tie for first, as we're just moments away from starting off. And the fun fact was all those teams beat each other. We had Mercedes beat Mission Vets, Sharyland beat Mercedes, and Mission Vets beat Sharyland. Now in a 3-way ties, one more team in the mix here with Mercedes now in 15-5 in Division 2. It's Sharyland Pioneer who's now in the threatening mix. Again, we already had Pioneer beat Mission Vets. Whatever happens tonight, and then next week, the Snakeskin Classic. So I'd like to bring in Reed Reyna in a few moments here after this here on Real Sports Live.
5'8".
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Honolulu South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th through the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbvf.org for more information.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Take a ride or ride a wave, build a castle or visit a castle, morning stroll or nighttime roll. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at
And welcome back to the broadcast here on Real Sports Live in conjunction with Sharyland ISD, the pregame show presented by Pronto Insurance, Texas A&M University, Kingsdale, Luke Freya Motors, Josh Woody Loans, Sam Nito EDC, and South Padre Island, Pioneer Trip at SoBider.com. Again, Ruben Rodriguez here with you. Reed Rain on my left-hand side. Reed, welcome back.
Thank you, Ruben. Like you said in the opening, what it takes to go to the postseason, these two teams, have a chance. Obviously, Mission Vets holds that one game lead over Sharyland. I think that Sharyland's going to try and come out today and try and make their season around 500, try and go 4-4. That would be a huge, a really good thing for Sharyland, especially because they can go have the tiebreaker over this Patriots team. But the Mission Vets have a really good offense, and I'm going to like to see how these Sharyland Rattlers respond.
I mentioned earlier, Reeve, these two teams alongside Mercedes in 16-5A Division I last year were in that three-way tie, but the realignment came in this year. Mercedes was moved over to 15-5A Division II, and now in the three-way tie, Sharyland Pioneer threatening. And we mentioned last year it was Mercedes who beat Mission Vets, it was Sharyland who beat Mercedes, and then Mission Vets who beat Sharyland. So they all beat each other once, and now the puzzle pieces slowly started to line in this one again. We mentioned earlier Mission Veterans suffered a loss to Sharyland Pioneer. Whatever happens here, whether it be Mission Vets getting the win or Sharyland getting the win here. And, of course, what happens next week, too, because we'll have the Snake Sing Classic between Sharyland and Sharyland Pioneers. So, again, a little more rundown here between these two teams. Mission Veterans led by head coach David Gilpin, 4-3 overall in the season, 1-1 in 16-5A Division II play, coming off a win against PSJ Southwest, 35-7 after they lost the district season opener to Sharyland Pioneer 2 weeks ago on this very field. Sharyland led by head coach Craig Crowell, 3-4 in the season, 2-0 district. Against PSJ Memorial getting that win last week, 38-14 on a Thursday night. And we mentioned earlier as well that both these teams had a very scary non-district. For Sharyland, it was 1-4. For Mission Vets, they were 2-0, but they started losing quick state losses, and then they got that final win over McCown Memorial in the final non-district game. Then they get into district play. They suffer a loss to Pioneer. And for both teams heading into that first week of district play, it was questions and concerns started to wonder if these teams had a chance to make it to the postseason. Ever since then, they've turned it around against Sharyland, 2-0. Mission Vets getting that big win last week. So, Reeve, what are some thoughts as you look forward to this night's matchup?
Sharyland, if they want to make the postseason, they're going to have to go 500 today, and they're going to have to win their third district game. Mission, the thing is Mission is going to want to get that 2-game lead on Sharyland, and it's a real big opportunity right here. They would go 6-4 on the season, 2-1 in district play, and put themselves in a good spot. And I like both these two teams' chances, but it's going to come down to these two teams' defenses and really trying to stop the run game for both these two teams.
So we'll get to see David Gilpin's offense come out first against Sharyland. They won the toss, they deferred. They'll be receiving to start off the second half. So again, Reeve, any final thoughts before we get just moments away from kicking off play? So Mission Veterans, Sharyland won the toss, they've deferred. Mission Veterans will be receiving to start things off, so we'll see Gilpin's Doomsday offense. Mission Vets in the road, white with the blue trim, Sharyland in the red with the white trim. Patriots going from left to right, Diamondbacks going from right, or Rattlers, going from right to left. Used to calling Sharyland games here, and away we go as this one will well deep into the end zone, and we'll start off Mission Veterans at the 25-yard line. So again, we look at the key players to look out for Mission Veterans. Vincent Avedigo, the quarterback, Enrico Ordaz, Pablo Lopez, the running back / defensive back. On the defensive side, Kobe Von Wald, and the offensive lineman Joel Hernandez, as Mission Vets will take the field from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, these Mission Vets offense, obviously what creates the run game is we're going to see right here, see if they get their run game going early. They have a very efficient run game. One of the better running backs in the Valley. And, that creates a pass game. Play action passes. Here they go. They start the run game.
Avedigo on the handoff down the middle, picks up a gain of 2, brings up second down and 8 for Mission Vets. So now we see Mission Vets going to the run game earlier again. Vincent Avedigo, quarterback coming in. The junior quarterback, the young gun, has had some big shoes to fill after coming in for Ricky Reyna, who led this Patriot offense for the past 3 years at the QB1 slot. Alvarado lines up in the gun formation, 3 receivers in play. Make that 4, 2 on either side on 2nd down and 8 here for the Patriots at their own 27-yard line, excuse me. Alvarado lines up in the shotgun, man in motion. Rolls to his left-hand side, has a block, fires this one out, and going to be picked off by Sharyland. And that Rattler defense quickly wastes no time, as on the interception there, Santiago Longoria, the sophomore linebacker, makes his presence felt early on.
That's a really good play by the sophomore, especially coming off of that play. I saw the man go in motion from the Patriots, and I noticed that there was no one guarding him, like going in motion towards the other side. And it looked like they were going to have an open receiver, but he goes to the guy that's covered more, and is really good coverage.
Not what you want to do if you were Mission veterans here again. Mission Vets has only won one of these matchups. This is the 7th meeting all time between Sharyland and Mission Vets. Back lining up in formation. Here we go. Handoff down the middle. Guerrero on the carry, trying to get up for a few more yards. Guerrero down inside the 10-yard line, and he gets down to the 9.
That is how you muscle your way for an extra 5 to 6 yards. He did a great job. He found the gap, and when you find the gap, you got to execute, and he did just that right there, setting himself up for a 1st and goal.
Crow lining up in the shotgun, 3 receivers on his left, 1 on the right-hand side. Another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero across the 5 and brought down hard at about the 4-yard line. So another pickup there for Alan Guerrero as Bo Krell goes to the handoff early on. We see Bo Krell, the junior quarterback, getting some starts in. And we've seen the Sharyland Rattler squad. They've been switching between Cole Gerlach. They've had Diego Diaz in also at time, but Bo Krell's been the go-to man for Krell's offense, and a flag on the play brings back Sharyland.
A nice run play to the outside by Sharyland, and a great job by that junior linebacker to be able to make a tackle to prevent him from scoring on that play. He had a wide open end zone after that point.
Well, a holding call that brings it back all the way down to the 20-yard line. So Guerrero's 2 big runs are quickly shut down. They took over at the 20 on the interception a few moments ago by Santiago Longoria. So this brings up 1st and goal here from the 20-yard line. Krell lines up in the shotgun, 3 receivers on the left-hand side, 1 on the right. Guerrero in the backfield, fake handoff. Krell arrows went out to the back of the end zone, reeled in, and waiting for the confirmation call. Touchdown, Sharyland.
What an amazing pass by Krell. You know, when you look to the outside, you want to make sure you throw it and over the shoulder, and he did just that, and the receiver did an amazing job of laying out for it and coming up with a beautiful catch off the turnover. Sharyland in business early.
Alan Gonzalez, the senior utility, reels that one in on a 20-yard pass on 1st and goal. And Krell's offense now looking to roll the dice early as they'll set up now for the field goal. Again, a 20-yard pass a few moments ago to Alan Gonzalez. It makes it 6-0 early for Sharyland. So this Sharyland offense, the Sharyland team, meaning no business. Interception as here comes the PAT. It's up and in. So an interception. A couple plays later, it's a 20-yard touchdown pass from Bo Crow to Alan Gonzalez. 10:44 left to go here in the 1st. Sharyland leads 7-0 over Mission Veterans. You're watching Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and...
Thank you for your help in collecting and disposing of your garbage in the appropriate containers. Gracias por su ayuda para recolectar y desechar de su basura en los contenedores apropiados.
Lunch or late night munch. That's as hard.
After the broadcast here, Alan Gonzalez reels in his 1st reception tonight on a 20-yard pass of Oak Crell. 7-0 lead here. Away we go. Another kickoff sails into the end zone. So what do you thought in that first drive for Sharyland?
Sharyland took care of business coming off the interception by the junior linebacker, and just a way to execute offensively after that penalty that was 10 yards. That really could have set them back in the drive. And the very next play, able to throw that touchdown for 20 yards. Just an amazing way to execute, and a good start for Sharyland.
Veterans will take over at their own 25-yard line. Their last drive ending an interception. Nice Santiago Longoria, another handoff down the middle for a couple 2 yards, brings up second down and 8 here for Mission Veterans. And now that you're Mission Veterans, you get to see what the play call is. You get to see what Sharyland's bringing out to the table. You already know it's going to be a fast-paced attack off the interception. A couple plays later, now they're up by 7 here, 7-0 with 10:19 left to go.
I want to see if the Patriots can get this ball down the field. They're going in that widespread formation. They're obviously going to go pass here unless they get that jet sweep, which doesn't look like that.
They go dropping back, pass inside, wide open man on the reception there, Marvin Obed. Obed Marine trying to drive that one off, and he's going to be brought down all the way to the 45-yard line. Obed Marine.
If you look at that instant replay, you can see that the coverage was blown off the top of his screen. He had open field and was able to continue for an extra 10 yards after catch, and Mission with a good start to this drive.
Pass to Obed Marine. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Abrego dropping back. Here comes the pressure from the Rattlers. Abrego going to throw this one away. There's a lot of pressure early by that Sharyland defense, saying, hey, you got us good with that pass to Marine. Now you can see what being out to the table as they bring up 2nd and 10 here for Mission Veterans.
A good option by this quarterback going to the outside. He was able to get around the linebacker that had some pressure on him from the backside. But, just throwing that ball away is the best thing you can do in that situation. You still got 2nd down and 10. Look for the run game to start going here, because I'm interested to see if they're able to, get the ball down the field and avoid those turnovers via interception. I'm pretty sure they're going to get their run game going on here.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the veteran 45-yard line. 5 receivers all in motion, man in motion from the left-hand side to the right, going for the jet sweep. And Sharyland reads that play like a book, and the Rattlers another key stop.
You said it best, Ruben. He read it like a book. That defensive line really attacked that jet sweep, and it was a loss, and it just was not a good execution by the Patriots. Obviously, you have to have good pass protection, especially if they read that play really well. And a great job by this Rattlers defense on being ready on that situation.
Loss of 5 brings up 3rd down and 15 off that failed jet sweep to Enrique Ordaz. Salvador again lines up in the shotgun. Dropping back, plenty of time in the pocket. Lets one fly deep downfield and reeled in at about the 40-yard line.
With good pass protection like that, you should be able to get the ball down the field and find an open receiver. There's 2 miscues on there. The defensive line's going to apply more pressure. They did a great job on the previous play before. And the corner kind of had the play not to the best of his ability, tried to get a hand on it, couldn't quite get a hand on it. Mission Vets trying to apply pressure here.
Braden Ludiger on the reception and in motion again, brings up 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Another handoff to the right-hand side. That's Pablo Lopez. Lopez gets across the 30. He's down inside the 28-yard line for a fresh set of downs for Mission Veterans.
That's that run game I was telling you a second ago about, Ruben. Let's see if they're able to get it going. Obviously, this Patriots offense, a really good offense. Put 35 points up on the board last week. There goes that motion again.
Over to go fake handoff, fires a quick pass, and going to be held on. Good grab there by Manuel Espinozo. Gets across, and he's forced out about the 27-yard line for a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down and 9 here for Mission Veterans.
That's great. That's great reading from the secondary. Able to, attack the ball whenever the play goes to the outside like that, and not allow the receiver to get upfield is really good. And what you want to see from your defense.
Correction, no gain, brings up 2nd down and 10. More receivers lined up in play. Lopez in the backfield. Lavrigo dropping back, lets one fly down to the back of the end zone and nearly picked off, and it's going to be incomplete as intended target Obed Marin broken up by Victor Solis, the senior defensive back.
The corner did a really good job there of staying under the football. That ball was kind of underthrown a little bit. And this quarterback's got to just make sure he knows the situation that's going to benefit him the most. He's been looking downfield. He already has 1 interception. Does not want to turn the ball over here trying to get into this end zone.
I'm going to go dropping back in the pocket here on 3rd and 10. Deep bomb downfield, and Nearly picked off. That's incomplete again, and on the break up there again.
The exact same play.
The defensive back.
The exact same play they ran before, looking for that deep ball, but that ball was underthrown once again. Sets up 4th down. And it looks like as if they're going for it here. They're leaving that offense out on the field. They just need 10 yards, Ruben.
So David Gilpin's offense going to roll the dice early as the Patriots will get their first 4th down conversion tonight. Here we go. 4th and 10 from the 28-yard line. Alvarado, plenty of time to throw. Down the middle. Caught inside the 15. Driving that one back across the 10, the 5. Touchdown Mission Veterans. The young gun, Braden Ludiker, the junior, reels it in.
Wow, what an amazing route across that center of the field, and him able to cut back and go all the way up the sideline, creating good separation from his defenders and able just to score and tie this game up.
David Gilpin rolls the dice and he finds Snake Eyes as he gets a huge 28-yard pass to Braden Ludiker off the throw by Vincent Alvarado. And great way to stay calm in the face of adversity as the PAT is up and just a bit wide, and it's going to be in. 6:49 left to go in the first. Another pass. This time Vincent Alvarado finds Braden Ludiker for a 29-yard pass on 4th and 10. 6:49 left to go in the first quarter here. It's all tied up between Sharyland and Mission Veterans here on Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow is your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you call them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero.
Back here to the broadcast, 7-7, 6:49 left to go, and on 4th and 10, Vince Alvarado finds Braden Ludiker for a 28-yard touchdown pass. 7-7, all squared up with 6:49 left to go. So now, bit of a fluke start for Mission Veterans. Again, those 2 plays before the interception. Sharyland strikes first, and now Mission Veterans ties the game up, and away we go. This one returned inside the 31-yard line. It's Wade for, like you wait for a fair catch, but they'll bring it down for 32. About a 2-yard return there by Sharyland.
He stopped right around the 32-yard line. Will be a first down. 1st and 10, Rattlers.
This Patriots defense gave up that touchdown with short field position to see if they can get settled in here defensively. Not the best field position for the Rattlers around the 32-yard line. And this is a test for the Rattlers as well. Are they able to get the ball down the field with efficiency?
Sharyland takes over at their own 32-yard line. They fell in the end zone earlier on a 20-yard pass to Alan Gonzalez from Bo Krell, and Krell lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers on his left-hand side, one on the right. Another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to cut across the 35 and across the 40. Still on his feet, breaks away multiple to 50. At the 40, down inside the Patriot territory, inside to the 43-yard line. Alan Guerrero running like a madman on the field.
You look at that instant replay, right, and the quarterback's calling the play. He hands it off to the outside, gets blocks up the middle, and just completely jukes out these defenders and able to break off for extra yards after contact, and just an amazing job by the running back.
Go another handoff down the middle to Guerrero. Guerrero down across to about the 36-yard line. Picks up a gain of 7, brings up 2nd down and 3 here for the Sharyland Rattlers.
This running attack by Guerrero has been something to watch early. Already around the 50 yards in rushing in this first quarter. But if the Rattlers are able to control this game with being on the field, you would like your chances.
2nd down and 3. Crow lines up in the shotgun, 2 in the backfield. Another handoff, this time to the right-hand side on the carry, trying to drive that one back. It's a big 1st down and more. That's Alan Gonzalez on the carry.
That run game is what they're really trying to find right now, and they're continuing to do so. Like I said before, trying to control this clock and trying to control what you have in front of you. I think this run game is trying to do that right now, and they're doing it very successfully.
Pressure to down here off the carry by Alan Gonzalez, the senior. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Krell lines up in the shotgun. Guerrero again in the backfield. Krell rolls his right-hand side, pass completed the cross on the carry. That's Alec Gonzalez. Gonzalez down inside the 20. They'll mark him at the 20 to be exact. I think he just got across, but Gonzalez gets a reception and picks up a few more yards for Sharyland's offense.
That's what sets up the play action pass, the run game. Those 3 plays previous to that one, you know, the running back setup, Guerrero setup, that, you know, play action pass, you know, they're getting a lot of yards via the run, but it, you know, it makes you pay attention.
Krell airs one out and broken up, and a lot of contact there, and a clear case of pass interference. This may move the chains up for Sharyland.
Corner was not happy with the call on that play, but there was a bit of contact. We'll listen to the call here momentarily.
Pass interference calls. We get the official call here, but it looked like a clear case of pass interference, and that's what they're going to signal it. A lot of contact there. Again, the intended target, Alec Gonzalez. That moves up the chains, and it's going to put him well inside and deeper in Patriot territory. So mark him down at the 4-yard line, and this is where Sharyland can get very lethal, if you ask me again. So both teams fast and furious. As Sharyland on their second drive of the night, looking to go 2 for 2 on scoring drives. First and goal here from the 4-yard line. Krell lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers lined up on his left, 2 on the right-hand side. Guerrero, the lone man in the backfield. Play clock beginning to tickle down at 24 seconds in. Now a bit of a discussion here before they get the snap off, so they keep the play clock back at 25. So still trying to discuss something, but again, we've already seen so far. Bo Krell has found Alan Gonzalez, and he's gone to Alan Guerrero as his 2 favorite targets so far tonight. I mean, he found Gonzalez for that 20-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, it looks as if these 2 offenses are going to be out on the field a lot because it's just been back and forth thus far.
First and goal here from the 4-yard line. Krell getting the gun. Low snap going to be picked up, and he's quickly brought down, and flags will fly on the play. As right after the snap, we saw the whistle blow the play dead. I'll start call here that goes against the Sharyland offense. So we'll bring him back 5 more yards, so they'll spot him down to about a 10-yard line. So looked like they were at the 4 initially. Now they're going to signal it was at the 5, so they'll bring him back to the 10. So now first and goal for the 10-yard line after a very false start call against Sharyland.
That's their second penalty in the red zone for this offense. 15 yards total in penalties in this first quarter, trying to get into the end zone.
Hand off to Guerrero. He's going to try to kind of cut down the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 9-yard line for a 1-yard pickup. Brings up second and goal from the 9. And it's been a healthy mix for Sharyland's offense. It's been a mix of the running game and the passing game. Again, big targets, Alec Gonzalez. And then they've been relying on the ground and pound offense of Alan Guerrero. Guerrero has carved up a huge chunk of yardage so far for Sharyland on the ground. Again, they found the air attack earlier. The key component, Alan Gonzalez, who received that 20-yard touchdown pass. So this brings up second and goal from the 9-yard line. 4:41 left to go. Krell in the shotgun. Guerrero moves to his left-hand side looking for a pass formation. Krell can be brought down hard as he took a little bit too much time on the exchange.
That play kind of broke down with that offensive line. The defensive line was able to apply good pressure and get inside to the quarterback. The Corral kind of held on to it for a long time. Was trying to get rid of it, just couldn't see any open receivers on the outside.
This brings up third down and goal from the 13-yard line, a loss of 4. Again, Sharyland still efficient in the red zone. Again, they've already had 2 flags inside the red zone. As Krell again lines up here in the shotgun, man in motion, going from the right to left. That's Jose Science. Krell goes to his left-hand side, finds Science wide open, who stumbles, and they'll roll him down at about the 6-yard line.
A great look to the outside. You know, he found that open receiver in about mid-coverage. There wasn't really coverage underneath, and he was able to get him the football and able to run for a couple yards, and not enough for the first down, though, but they're going to go for 3 here, and I think that's a good choice.
Mission veterans, they rolled the dice on 4th and 10, and they went for it. Now on 4th and goal, Sharyland will play it safe and go for a field goal as Khalid Guma here set for the field goal. The kick is up and good, about a 22-yard attempt, and that tacks on 3 more. Sharyland now up by 3, 10-7.
A good drive. You know, you go down there trying to get 7 every time. You don't know if those penalties down there affected them, but nonetheless, able to get 3 points on the board. You can't complain, but let's see if their defense can do the same thing and try and eliminate and try and get a quick 3 and out against this Patriots offense.
3:05 left to go in the first quarter. 10-7 lead for Sharyland over Mission Veterans here on Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North.
Welcome back to the broadcast. 3:05 left to go in the first quarter. 10-7 lead up to Khalid Guma. Puts in a 22-yard field goal. Make it 10-7. So Sharyland now 2 for 2 on scoring drives. The way we go, a sky-high kick. Mission Veterans again for the 3rd time will watch it sail into the end zone. And Mission Vets, their last drive, a very risky drive. They worked their way downfield. They had great passes over. Ludiger making some key catches. We also had Obed Marin making a couple good plays. But again, Braden Ludiger makes his first touchdown grab on 4th and 10. Abrego finds him for a 28-yard touchdown pass to even the score up at 7-7 on 4th down and 10 from the 28-yard line. So the Patriot offense comes back in sync here. 2 receivers in play. And in the backfield, here comes movement going to the top side of your screen. That's Jordan Rodriguez. Direct snap here to go to Braden Ludiger, and a loose football. Here, and Sharyland will recover early, so back to a nightmarish start as Sharyland's defense comes up big with an earned turnover. Don't know what went wrong on that play there. They were going on direct snap to Braden Ludiger.
If you look at the instant replay, you can tell that, you know, it was a trickery pass to the outside and it was incomplete, but then that ball becomes loose because we had it for a moment, and wow, what a turn of events. And that Rattler offense is going to go back out on the field.
Sharyland here, now they get set to go for their 3rd offensive series at a night. 2:49 left to go here in the first quarter. They've scored on their first 2 drives, a touchdown and a field goal to make it 10-7. Krell and company step back on with excellent field positioning at the 21-yard line. Another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to cut through traffic down inside. They bring him into the 11-yard line. Looks like he didn't get enough for the pickup, so they'll rule him about 1 short. Brings up 2nd and inches here for Sharyland. Talk about this offense and defense already again. Very efficient night for Sharyland on both sides of the ball. You force 2 turnovers, 2 fumble recoveries, and then again, you score on your first 2 drives and beat a touchdown or a field goal. Still very efficient.
Besides that first drive that Mission Vets had, the second drive, excuse me, they had, you know, really good protection on the corner position, especially. I like Sharyland's defense thus far.
Gonzalez trying to cut through traffic. They'll bring him down to about the 6-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. 5-yard pickup, enough for a first down. Sets a 1st and goal here for Sharyland. Again, this Rattler offense and defense very efficient on both ways.
Texas reaching with a first down.
You wonder if the Sharyland elects to go with the deep ball, or are they going to run it into the end zone? Guerrero with an efficient run game, but has not rushed for a touchdown this far. Has over 75 yards rushing.
Good handoff to Guerrero inside, and touchdown as Guerrero picks up his first touchdown. Touchdown number 2 for the Rattlers on the night, on a 6-yard run. That makes it 16-7 Sharyland over Mission Veterans.
That is 2 touchdowns off of turnovers from the Patriots offense, and Sharyland can't ask for a better start. What if they capitalize here? They'll take a 10-point lead, but what an amazing start! And for these defensive coaches, they must be really happy right now.
Dumas set for the PAT. It's up and in the 10-point ball game as Alan Guerrero picks up his first touchdown of the night on the 6-yard run to make it a 10-point game. 17-7 Sharyland leads Mission Veterans here on Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
November 9th to the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbbf.org for more information.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Take a ride or ride a wave, build a castle or visit a castle, morning stroll or nighttime roll. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real.
Here 17-7, 142 left to go in the first. 3 for 3 on scoring drives, 2 touchdowns off turnover recoveries. Alan Guerrero picks up his first touchdown run. So 17-7, 10-point lead here for Sharyland over Mission Veterans as the Rattlers set to turn the ball back over for what would be Mission Vets' 4th drive of the night. And another kick, and they'll sail that one again into the end zone. So 4 straight times we've seen that ball find the end zone, but 2 times we've seen turnovers. On drive number 1 for Mission Veterans, they gave it up on a fumble. Drive number 2, they find big as they get a touchdown pass from Abedego to Braden Ludiker. Then on the 3rd drive of the night, it's turned over on another fumble as they tried to go to Ludiker on a direct snap, and just interesting play call there by David Gilpin and company. But we'll see Ludiker, he's going back in to take some snaps. So Ludiker will line up in the shotgun, and he'll have 3 receivers on the left-hand side and the right.
This offense looking for something to get going. It's going to be a false start on the offense.
False start on the offense brings them back 5 yards. They'll spot them down to the 20-yard line, so bring up 1st and 15. And if you're David Gilpin and company, not a very good start for your game so far. Again, very key matchup in 16-5 Division 2 with 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. Very eventful one. We've already seen 4 scoring drives, 3 for Sharyland, 1 for Mission Veterans Memorial as we get set to go here on 1st down and 15 from the 20-yard line. Ludiker in the shotgun. And in motion, Ludiker rolls to his left-hand side, fires a sidearm pass, incomplete. Intended target right there. Jordan Rodriguez had just sealed through his hands.
Pass is intended for Rodriguez.
He had the open target, just unable to get him the football, electing to go with that sidearm pass. So he looked off balance with a throw.
.35 left to go here in this first quarter as this brings up 2nd down and 15. Again, the incomplete pass, intended target. Jordan Rodriguez, a sophomore receiver. Ludiker fires one downfield. That one incomplete, just overthrown. Intended target, Manolo Espinoza, and nearly picked off by a Rattler.
Nearly intercepted, like you said, Ruben. And, you know, once again, good coverage by these linebackers in this secondary. By Sharyland, getting exactly what they want. Mission Vets unable to connect anything on offense right now.
Make some noise!
The Sharyland crowd gets into it on a big 3rd down.
Ludiker dropping back. Here comes the pressure. Pass completed across on the reception. Jose Garcia. Garcia Going to be chopped down hard and brought down to about the 27-yard line, or make that the 28. Now Mission Veterans will be forced to give the ball up on 4th down.
It's those open field tackles that, those coaches love. Obviously, that was a great open field tackle, but then that prevents a big first down. Right here, they have a 4th and a 4th and long, about to say about 7 from where they marked it. But it's going to be interesting to see this play call. Okay, the punter goes back.
Here now on 4th and 7, an 8-yard pickup. Punt nearly blocked. A good traveling punt that takes a bounce at about the 46-yard line. Will keep on rolling. And back to return was Victor Solis, and they'll set up shop at the 42-yard line. So again, we mentioned earlier, Sharyland, a very efficient night on offense. 3 for 3 on scoring drives, 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal to lead 17-7 here with 38 seconds left to go. And talk about this defense too already has forced Mission Veterans to go 1 for 4 on scoring drives, including 2 turnovers forced.
Sharyland getting the ball back here. They're looking to open things up in this early in this game and get this score. Try and make it a 3-score game.
On the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 Rattlers.
First and 10 here now from the 42-yard line for Sharyland again as they get set to go for their 4th drive of the night. Mission Veterans 1 for 4 on scoring drive. Sharyland 3 for 3. Krell and company lineup. Guerrero in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. Here we go on 1st and 10 from the Rattler 42-yard line. Man in motion. Krell dropping back. Airs one deep. Downfield. Wide open man caught. That's Gonzalez at the 10 and touchdown Sharyland. Nothing but green grass and clear skies for Alan Gonzalez.
This Sharyland offense is really hot right now. Finding the open man downfield. And these Rattler fans are fired up here. Mission Vets struggling here on both sides of the football in this first half.
Near the end of the first quarter with 25 seconds left, you start to wonder now, what does David Gilpin have in store for the rest of the night here for Mission Vets and Sharyland. The Rattlers just completely blindsiding now. Make that 4 for 4 on scoring drives and a beautiful touchdown pass there. The 42 line is a field goal that's tipped up and will drop down, so PAT will be no good, but nevertheless it's 23-7 on a huge gain there picked up, as that's about a, if I'm not mistaken, about a 58-yard touchdown pass to Alan Gonzalez, excuse me, to make it 23-7.
Got down the field and got down the field quick.
25.
Off of the first play from scrimmage.
5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 23-7 here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build...
Back to the broadcast here, 23-7, 25 left to go. Is a sky-high kick, and now and again we'll sail into the end zone. But talk about Sharyland's offense just completely blindsiding Mission Veterans. And talk about the defense, too. They've rendered Mission Vets scoreless, 1 for 4, 2 turnovers forced by that Rattler defense. But again, the offense, 4 for 4 on scoring drives, 2 touchdown passes already by Bo Crow, 1 down. Bo Dowd Gonzalez, a 20-yarder and a 58-yarder a couple moments ago. And then talk about Alan Guerrero punching in a 6-yard touchdown. Let's not forget the special teams also. Cleve Guma booting in a 22-yard field goal. So 23-7 and 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal here. And a missed PAT on the last one. Rattler defense comes up as Mission Veterans set to go one more time, and away we go. Good snap here to Avertigo, handoff down the middle. He's going to try to find his way to traffic. He's down inside to about the 33-yard line for a pick of about 8.
Being able to get the ball down the field and being able to split the offensive line, be able to do that. And get downfield, they're going to need a lot of plays like those starting in this second quarter.
Time will wind down. 2 more minutes of football complete. 36 more to go at the end of the first quarter. It's a Sharyland offense and a Sharyland party. 23-7 over Mission Veterans. Second quarter after this here on Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. In conjunction with Sharyland ISD, coming to you from Richard Thompson Stadium. Be back in a moment.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Sunny days or starry nights. Lay back or splash down. Brunch.
12 minutes of football complete. 36 more to go as we start off the second quarter. 23-7 lead for Sharyland over Mission Veterans. Thank you for joining us. Ruben Rodriguez, Reeve Rain on my left-hand side with you. So we get set to go in another handoff down the middle on the carry out. So Jose Garcia, the junior. In a very, very rough start in the first quarter for Mission Veterans. You have to wonder again now what thought process is for David Gilbert and company heading into the second quarter.
They had that really good drive offensively in this first quarter, and it was their second drive of the quarter after they threw the interception that I thought that they could really turn things around. Their quarterback underthrew 2 footballs, but other than that, they got the ball down the field and they were able to score that touchdown on that drag route in the middle. Their defense has been, something that's been, hard to come by in this first quarter, but, looking to the second quarter, let's see if their defense is able to come up with some stops.
Third down and 1. Garcia picks up a couple and a fresh set of Towns. They'll spot him down at about the 38-yard line. Stops the clock here as they move the chains down the field. So again, that brings up 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Abedigo back in at quarterback. The last 2 drives, it was Braden Ludiger taking snaps. Abedigo rolls to his right-hand side, fires one on the move, and nearly picked off. Is an interception. Looked like he just batted it away, but he held on and make that another turnover forced here by Sharyland as this Rattler defense picks up right where they left off in the first quarter.
Another turnover for this Patriots offense, and a football that was kind of not the football that you'd want to throw in that situation.
23-7 here. It's turnover number 3, Forrest. The offense stays on the field here. See Ludiger still on the field. We still see Abedigo on the field, so flying on the play. Bumps him up 5 yards, so this one goes against Sharyland. So no turnover yet, so make that still 2 turnovers on the night, so that 3rd interception will wait to happen. So bring up 1st and 10.
Wasn't able to tell if he got out of bounds or kept those 2 feet in.
5 Abedigo. Another handoff down the middle. It's Pablo Lopez on the carry, picks up a couple yards down inside to about the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 3 off a 2-yard gain there by Lopez.
Patriots are going to need to score on this, whether they get 3 points or 7 points. Their offense is starting to get down the field towards that 50-yard line. Let's see if they're able to, get another 40, 30 yards and try and get a kick. Their kicker has some leg.
They go dropping back. Pressure coming in. Decides to go on the move. Makes one defender miss. Makes a second. To be dragged down at about the 43-yard line for a loss of about 3. Brings up 3rd down and 6 here now for Mission Veterans. Again, Mission Veterans a very rough start and had a close call a few moments ago. As you have an injured Rattler down, we'll take a timeout. 10:07 left to go here in the second. You're watching Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real
ISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study.
And 07 left to go here in the second quarter. Welcome back to the broadcast. On 3rd down and 5 here for Mission Veterans Memorial on their 5th drive of the night. Again, 1 for 5 on scoring drives. Already and company line up here on 3rd down and 5. He drops back in the pocket. Pressure comes in. Intended target, Braden Ludeker. Has just a bit out of reach here for the junior.
And in this situation, I think the Patriots have to go for it. I'm not too sure if they're going to send their punt unit out on the field, as I think they are right now.
5 drives here now have gone away. Two have ended on turnovers. Two have ended on turnovers. One has ended in the touchdown, and then one to make that 2 more have ended on punts. For a second time tonight, Mission Veterans will be forced to give the ball up on turnovers, or on 4th down, excuse me. It's a high snap for the punter. Avrigo going to try to pick this one up, and he gets this one out of play. Turn man watches that drop inside the 30-yard line, and it'll roll all the way down to about the 29. That's where Sharyland will take over. Sharyland wasted no time in their last drive on 1st and 10. Bo Crowell found Alan Gonzalez for the second time tonight. This time a 50-yard touchdown pass to make it a 23-7 ball game.
This defense hasn't had their way all night. Let's see what this coaching staff has for them here. See if they can figure out a good coverage. For the Sharyland offense.
Crowell and company take over at their own 29-yard line, 71 yards to the end zone here as they start off their 5th drive of the night. 2 flags jump in right after the snap. Again, the man in motion, Diego Diaz, the senior, in a false start call. Maybe the likely culprit here against Sharyland.
Sharyland with more penalties offensively, but they're the one with the points on the scoreboard. They're just able to capitalize off their mistakes. And when it comes to that, when you can do that, you're a really good football team.
Again, despite the fact that they've had all those offensive penalties, they've still managed to hold themselves to a very good extent here. Again, they're up by 16, 23-7. Play clock just set underway. Play clock at 7 seconds for Crowell and company on 1st and 15. Play clock now on 5 seconds. Crowell calls for the snap. Another handoff down the middle. Guerrero on the carry, who picks up a couple down inside to the 31-yard line.
Got that penalty back plus 2 more yards, just trying to set themselves up for a reasonable second down. And, try and prevent any 3rd down and long situation.
2nd down and 9 on that 6-yard pickup by Alan Guerrero, who's been the workhorse on the ground here for Sharyland. Crow lines up in the shotgun. Fires a pass inside, an intended target. Again, they're going to Alan Guerrero, but throw just a bit too ahead. Guerrero not ready for the call. Look at the replay right here. Again, it was a quick snap, and saw Guerrero makes the handoff. He cuts through the middle. You can get that on replay, excuse me. But pass down to the right-hand side, incomplete. And the intended target, Alan Guerrero. This brings up a 3rd down and long situation, 39 to be exact. You got to wonder if the Sharyland defense is starting to cool off a bit here in the late stages of the second quarter.
That's what's been the problem for Mission Vets, is they've not been able to leave their offense out on the field. Their offense hasn't, when they're out there, they're not out there for a long time, and it just becomes difficult for the defense because you leave your defense out there for a lot more time, and then it wears them down go later into the game.
Crow fires a pass. Say he did catch it in bounds. He threw that one near the sideline. Looked like it was out of bounds. They're signaling a grab. If he does, he's going to be marked down at about the 43-yard line. Good gain right there here by Sharyland. Again, this very efficient offense for the Rattlers tonight. On their 5th drive of the night, have scored in their previous 4 drives. 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal.
First down.
First down here will move Sharyland. They'll march them way down the field. Right past the 40-yard line to about the 37 to be exact. So excellent field positioning here for Sharyland as this Rattler offense continues to march their way down the field on drive 5 of the night. Clock ticks away, play clock at 23 seconds. Krell calls for the snap, a high snap, another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero down the middle, trying to rustle for a few more yards, down inside to the 29 for a 7-yard pickup.
Guerrero being efficient, finding that inside zone. That's his bread and butter. That's what he's been going to, and he's been finding that hole. And when you find the hole, you have to be able to continue to run and take advantage of it.
And 46 left to go here in the first half. On 2nd down and 3, that 7-yard pickup by Guerrero. Krell again in the gun formation, 2 receivers under play. Guerrero still in the backfield. Man in motion, moving across there is Diego Diaz. And they go to Diaz on the jet sweep. Diaz down across the 20, inside the 16, and a big gain there for Sharyland as they move up the chains.
What a great play by this Mission defense. Obviously, they gave up that first down. But being able to hold them from a touchdown here, creating it a 4-score game, would have been a lot worse, trying to mitigate the situation defensively.
Jet sweep motion, they go to Diaz, this time to the left-hand side. Diaz finds the opening and down to about the 18-yard line. Looks like he loses about 1. Brings up 2nd down and 11 here for Sharyland.
2nd and 12.
Look at this Rattler offense again, still potent as they can be again. Very efficient throughout the night so far. They've done a good job on both ways of the ball. 2 turnovers, and they've rendered Mission Vets scoreless. And from their second drive and on, they scored in their second drive, and that was all Sharyland has allowed. That's the lone blemish the Rattler offense, the defense has allowed. 6:33 left to go here in this first half. Krell and company continue to march their way down the field on drive number 5 of the night. A quick. Normally here on games like this, you'll see our teams already 7 or 8 drives in, and Sharyland is getting very inefficient on their 5th drive. And Krell hit hard, well behind the line. On the stop there for Mission veterans.
Received that pressure inside by Gomez, and one of the offensive linemen blew up their assignment. And just a good opportunity for Mission. There's a 3rd down and 19. You let them get down into your field position, but if you're able to hold them to 3 or to nothing here, you have to like your chances trying to go back down the other way on the field.
And point right there, Reeve. Looks like both Craig Krell and company are going to go ahead and burn a timeout. No teams yet to touch a timeout. The Rattlers will spend their first. 5:38 left to go here in the first half. 23-7 lead. We return. It'll be 3rd down and 19 for Sharyland over Mission veterans here on Real Sports Live.
Start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
That's the broadcast here. Timeout number 1 called by Sharyland. Again, 23-7, 5:38 left to go in the first half. Krell and company stationed at about the 24-yard line. On 3rd down and 19, Krell took a big hit for a loss. Krell calls for the snap, drops back in the pocket. Plenty of time to throw. Airs one deep downfield and reeled in. It caught. Touchdown, Sharyland. Big play right there. A 24-yard pass to Alec Gonzalez. And this Rattler offense continues to be as potent as they come throughout the night.
Gonzalez with that route going up towards the sideline. And just a great opportunity. You see it on the replay. going downfield and just making that catch in the end zone. Those two defenders weren't able to make it there in time. And this score is becoming out of hand.
Is up and then splits the upright. Bo Crow for his third touchdown pass of the night. He already found one twin in Alec Gonzalez, and Alec Gonzalez now he finds Alec Gonzalez for his third TD pass of the night. PAT is good, 30-7. 5:38 left to go here now in the first half. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Business or
flexible,
insurance for all your
barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Muriel. Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson.
Touchdown number 3 of the night for Bo Crow. His third touchdown pass finds Alec Gonzalez for the first time again. He's found one twin twice. Gonzalez twice. Now he finds Alec Gonzalez for a third time. This time a 26-yard touchdown pass, and away we go. 5:38 left to go in the first half, and this one returnable. Takes a bounce, picked up by Ludiger. Ludiger from about the 5-yard line drives it across the 15, across the 20, the 25, and he's still inside. He's finally shoved out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Again, not a very efficient first half here for Mission Veterans. One for 6 or 1 for 5 on scoring drives here. Sharyland has been very tough force this season. I lost my train of thought for a second. Tough force to mess with. And the Sharyland offense is only allowed, defense is only allowed one turnover, is only allowed one touchdown, but they forced 2 turnovers. Again, now 1 for 5 on the night as Mission Vets gets set for their 6th drive of the night.
But besides their second drive, the whole game has been all Sharyland. Sharyland has been able to dominate both sides of the football, offensively and defensively, being able to get the ball down the field, and their defense able to put up numbers and create the turnovers off this Mission Vets offense. It's been spectacular thus far.
They go on the shotgun, man in motion. And out to the right-hand side on the carry. It's Garcia.
Garcia with the carry, took the 25-yard line.
And we've seen Ludiger get a lot of touches on the ball, but the ground and pound offense, it's been Pablo Lopez, and it's been Jose Garcia been getting more carries here on the running plays here this time for. And as we have a player down for the Rattlers, we're going to take a quick break. 5:12 left to go in the first half. 37 lead for Sharyland or Mission Veterans here on Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
It down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past?
And so 2nd down and 5 on the 5-yard pickup by Jose Garcia. Welcome you back to the broadcast here. Another Rattler down on the field, but gets help. It's up with the help of some training assistants. 30-7 here, 5:12 left to go in this first half as Mission Vets in their 6th drive of the night looking to put the pieces together. And they've only scored once as Avadigo goes deep on a pass downfield, well out. And would have been picked off here by Sharyland. That was Victor Solis who had a good read on it, but ran out of play as that one went out of bounds. That brings up 3rd down and 5 here for Mission Veterans.
It's a crucial 3rd down and 5. You want to continue this drive, especially, down 23 points in that 3-score game. A lot of time, especially with the second half, but it would be nice to cut this to maybe like a two-score game going into the half.
Yeah, a very nightmarish start for David Gilpin's offense. Savadico drops back. Runs out of pressure. Now he's going to go the other way as he fires one out of bounds, and that one will Fell out of bounds. He was looking to go for a pass instead, just a bit too high. Obed Marin, the intended target. Looked like he was going to try to go out of bounds, but he looked for Marin. He found Marin wide open just to throw a bit too high.
Yeah, he threw him up, a little bit too high, but he came back on that hitch route, and he tried to put it on the money. He had the defender behind him. I think if he would have been able to put a move and try and be able to get that first down, it obviously was the distance. But once again, this Mission football team unable to come up with anything offensively.
We're going to go now back to punt. The two-way player here for Mission veterans. A good snap. Running start rugby style punt. And this one going to be Solis, who's going to watch that one drop, and he's going to let it sail by, and it's going to be spotted down to about the 14-yard line. That's where we'll see Sharyland start off their sixth drive. But again, Reed, you want to talk about efficiency, talk about the Sharyland offense potent throughout the night, 5 for 5 on scoring drives as they get set for their sixth drive. So again, you know a team's efficient when normally in a game, we're deep into this game already, near halftime. The teams are already 7 or 8 drives in, but now you look at Sharyland, they're barely starting their sixth drive, and that just shows you how efficient this Rattler offense has been tonight.
It all starts out with the run game, the offensive line, trying to block for the run game. The run game is created with that, and it creates the play action passes, and that's what they're scoring off of, being able to get those routes that go to the outside, and then it creates a deep ball, because then you're relying so much on that forefront. But I have to give all the credit to this offensive line and to Guerrero. Quarterback also playing well, and their receivers on them being able to get the ball down the field.
A direct snap here now. Trying to take that one in is Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to cut through traffic. Gonzalez takes a direct snap here. Interesting play call there by Craig Krell and company. But again, it starts with this line. They've been building up. They've been opening that lines for Gonzalez. They've been opening the plays for Guerrero. They've given Krell plenty of time to fire it out. So again, you want to think an offense, you think that offensive line in Sharyland.
Mission vets, they're looking for a turnover right now. That's exactly what they need. Try and prevent any more scoring. Sharyland, if you are Mission, you are not allowing them to score again in this half. Give yourself a chance offensively. I know that they just had another opportunity, and then they had to punt on fourth down. They're continuing to play hard. There's a flag thrown out there in the middle. It might be a unsportsmanlike conduct, and there is a player down. Gets right back up.
And so on drive number 6, we've been seeing a different little play style by Sharyland. Bo Crow not taking snaps no more. We're seeing Alec Gonzalez has been now taking the snaps for As we had a player down for a brief second, but he gets up with his own 2 feet. It's always a good sign to see that, but again, he mentioned the flag after the play, so we're just waiting to see what the call is.
That's a 15-yard penalty. Second down.
It was that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, like I said just a second ago. Sharyland in a good position, obviously up 3 scores, but it's they have a lot of penalties in this first half, but they've been getting away with them because they're able to get the ball down the field. Let's see if Mission can try and hold them here. We got under 4 minutes to go. They can maybe put together some 2-minute offense.
Sportsmanlike conduct call goes against Sharyland, boots him back 15 yards. They'll spot him down on the way to about roughly that 13-yard line. So again, Gonzalez in the backfield taking snaps out, and Guerrero beside him, the senior. Gonzalez goes right-hand side. He's going to air a pass out. Pass completed. That's Diego Diaz, a senior receiver, on the reception, bringing him down at about the 21-yard line.
Diaz able to make that catch because he was underneath the route, and what I mean by that is he's able to stay under the corners and be able to slant across the field. As you look on this replay, look at him right there going across, able to stay, and right around that 20-yard line is where he makes the catch. Not able to get any yards behind after the reception, but still being able to get
our flag on the play right there.
I'm going to say there is a flag, but it's after the play, and it's a late flag. I'm not too sure what this call is going to be, Ruben.
Either Mission Vets or Sharyland. And normally when it's before the snap, you'll see
Sharyland's going back right now, so it might be against them. As False start. It was a false start, and they didn't let the play run.
Because normally on the false start calls, it'll be right before the snap, but the snap had already happened, and they called the flag, so it's a little tricky to tell there, but and good eye on that one, Reed, calling that false start. So that brings them back even further to 3rd down and 18. That's about the 16-yard line, so the Rattlers will take over again.
I just don't understand. These penalties are killing them. And they're able to continue to find ways to get as the helmet comes off Guerrero.
Gonzalez on the carry. Alec Gonzalez, one of the twins there alongside Alan Gonzalez, who gets across. But again, you bring up a good point. These penalties have been, Carolina's been plagued by offensive penalties all night, but despite that, it hasn't slowed down the offense. And so that just shows you how efficient this is. They'll quickly brush off those penalties, shake it off. It's a penalty, we'll get it back on the next play, on the next snap, and it's been, that philosophy's been working well. Again, 5 for 5 on scoring drive. Sharyland, again, despite all those plays, all those penalties that are coming their way, they've still been all gas, no brakes throughout this first half.
It's how you handle your adversity, and they've handled adversity really well. The Patriots are going to have to do something here defensively and try and get that ball back. A 2-minute offense.
So it's 3:09 left to go here, and then both teams very different side stories so far. Again, Sharyland will move the ball up to about the 23-yard line. That brings up 4th and 11. Ludiger back to return, man the punt. That's Kaleem Guma. Kaleem Guma put up a score earlier in that 22-yard field goal on their second drive of the night to give Sharyland the lead after Mission Veterans had tied it up. They had tied it up on their second drive to make it 7-7, and Guma putting in the 22-yard field goal. Guma back to punt here, so now I guess the perfect run ends for Sharyland as, again, Ludiger back to return. He's going to watch that one take a bounce and they'll slowly roll until they'll spot him down about the 36-yard line. So Sharyland, now you can make them 5 for 6 on scoring drives. For the first time tonight, the Rattlers are forced to punt the ball off, and we mentioned earlier, Reeve, that these flags have been killing the Sharyland offense, and it's finally caught up to them as they're forced to punt the ball away, and they give Mission Vets the ball with 2:50 left to go in the game.
Mission's going to try and get this ball down the field. 2:50 to go in this first half, but they need this, whether it's 3 points or 7 points.
2:50 left to go here. You see our clock, 2:48 on your screen. At least at the stadium here, Richard Thompson, it's 2:50. But a bit of a 2-second delay between our clock and their clock, so 2:40 on your screen. As we get set to go here, Ludiger in the shotgun drops back, looks to fire a quick pass, completed across. That's Marin on the reception, and Marin steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line for a 9-yard pickup.
Marin with the reception.
Good start to the drive, being able to get out of bounds and stop that clock.
2nd and 2.
Set up 2nd down and 2 in short yardage to get that first down.
And you can start to wonder, Reeve, as we're near the halftime break, you can start to wonder that ball control is going to be the key topic in that Mission Veterans locker room. Again, a very rough start for the Patriots as they're on drive number 7 of the night, and yet only scored once. Ludiger, another handoff. That's Garcia trying to cut through traffic, going to be brought down for about a 1-yard loss. Or it looks like he just made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Patriots with 2 or more turnovers tonight. Exactly 3 turnovers. And this Sharyland defense bringing the pressure.
Ludiger makes one miss, and Ludiger will be brought down for a loss. And despite a quick start to that Mission Veterans offense, that Sharyland defense just begins to overwhelm once again. Talk about efficiency and efficiency on both ways of the ball. Again, we mentioned earlier, penalties have been killing Sharyland on offense, but they've still found their way through, and this defense has forced Mission Veterans scoreless. Again, that lone blemish, that touchdown in that second drive of the night for Mission Veterans. And Solis drops back to turn this one here for the Rattlers. I would go back to punt. Low snap, Audigo picks it up, a running start before he gets rid of it. Solis will scoop that one up from about the 25-yard line. Solis at across the 30, and across the 40, takes a hard hit and is brought down at about the 43-yard line on a big return there by Solis. again, flags have finally caught up to Sharyland in their last drive, as now they're no longer perfect. They've scored on every drive. That's no longer the case. Sharyland now 5 for 6 as they begin drive number 7 of the night.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Drive number 7 of the night to start off from the 43-yard line. We've seen from Bro Krell east side out this last drive. They're going to direct snaps to Gonzalez, and Krell now back lined up into shotgun.
Coaching staff getting creative offensively here. You know, when you have leverage within the score, you're able to open up that playbook.
Krell looks to go deep. Here comes a big pass, and did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Good reception there by Alan Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with an amazing catch going to the outside, and he's able to get those 2 feet in and come down with the catch. Just an amazing acrobatic turnaround.
Bo Krell enters the ball game once again in a big pass to Gonzalez, who reels that one in at about the 37-yard line. Another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to carve his way through traffic and down to about the 33-yard line. He picks up about 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7 here for Sharyland. Potential final drive in the first half. I'd like to remind you to tune in the Real Sports Live halftime show, where even I will break it down for you on what to expect, what we've seen in this first half, and what to expect and what may be the case in that second half. I think Mission Veterans might wake up and snap out of it going into the third quarter the way we go here. 50 seconds left to go. Another handoff to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to spin his way out of trouble down to about the 24-yard line. That renews the drive once again here as we have a timeout called now by Sharyland. The Rattlers will spend their 2nd timeout. Mission Vets just to touch their timeout. They'll still have 3 remaining now. Reed will give a little bit of a teaser before we go into the halftime recap. What are just some thoughts to expect in this matchup going into the half?
You know, Mission's going to have to turn things around, but offensively, Sharyland's got it all fixed. And it's just about executing and trying to get, for Mission, just trying to get going offensively.
Experience. Thank you, Sharyland, Chick-fil-A of Sharyland, for supporting Sharyland.
So 1st and 10, ball now at the 24-yard line. Off the 24-yard line, the Mission Veterans. Again, I mentioned earlier, you can bet the topic at the halftime talk is going to be ball control, more efficiency, how to just break through that defense by Sharyland, because that's going to be the main question at the end of the day. How do you stop that Sharyland offense, and at the same time, how do you get through that defense? And Sharyland is playing a 2-way style of ball, and it's just been very efficient throughout the night so far as we return from the timeout here. Again, Mission Veterans get to call a timeout. Sharyland just bearing their 2nd. They'll have 1 remaining. Potential final drive of the first half. Krell takes a snap, and a flag will fly. Possible false start call there against Sharyland. We'll move him back. And again, for Sharyland, the topic at the break. Penalty control again. We've seen them have penalties all night, and it didn't stop them in those first 5 drives. Heading to drive number 6, penalties catch up with them, and they're forced to punt the ball for the first time in the night. So again, you can bet that's going to be a key topic for Craig Krell and the Rattler offense going into the halftime break.
7 penalties on the offensive side. Defensively, haven't really had many penalties. They have actually only had 1 penalty on the defensive side. But it's going to be, as long as they're able to keep going and scoring offensively, they should not be worried. They just got to try and hold out this one.
1st and 15, Krell takes a snap, he'll drop back. Pressure going to come in from the Patriot defense. Krell finds the window, fires one downfield, pass can be returned by Gonzalez, who breaks away. Flag flies at the end of that one. He's going to be dragged down inside about the 7. A good drive right there by Alec Gonzalez on the reception, but a flag flies at the late stages of that play, and he's going to be ruled down at about the 8-yard line. And wait to see what the call will be on that one.
I believe it's going to be on the Mission defense. Face mask on the defense. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and half the distance to the goal, so they'll line up around the 4-yard line.
And they force Krell to go on the move, and you'll see the face mask right about there at the end of the play when he tried to break away. 27 seconds left to go here. 1st and goal now situation. And last time they were in a 1st and goal, was Alan Guerrero will punch in a 6-yard touchdown run, so you can think they're going to try to go to him again. Guerrero in the backfield. Handoff to Guerrero, gets across, finds a window, tries to slide in, he's in, touchdown Sharyland.
Sharyland just opening up this score now. And really hurting this Patriot defense.
Alan Guerrero picks up his second rushing touchdown of the night, but a flag on the play, folks. Hold the phone. We'll see the replay on the right side of your screen presented by South Padre Island. Looking for a weekend getaway, plan your trip at SoPadre.com. And again, last time they scored inside the 10-yard line, it was a 6-yard run there to Guerrero. Now a 10-yard run. So we have to see what the call is. And this one will go back against Sharyland. It's another case of penalties hurting the Rattlers. They'll boot him back all the way to, say, about the 20-yard line. They took over at their own 9-yard line the last time. And that play, it was a 9-yard run to Alan Guerrero. Guerrero going to be rustled down, and he might have to say he threw in the end zone. We'll bring him back to about the 20-yard line in that holding call against Sharyland. So another case there of
taking
penalties.
the points off the board and not being able to continue to get the ball down the field. First down and 10. That clock continues to run.
First and goal still from about the 17-yard line. Krell on the move. Krell going to be brought down. Time will wind down.
And it looks like they're going to go for the field goal here. They're going to send the field goal unit out. But they do call a timeout.
Sharyland will call their third and final timeout of the first half with 2 seconds left to go. Colleen Guma and the special teams unit comes out, and Guma has hit a field goal earlier. It was a 22-yard field goal with 3:05 left to go in the first quarter. And Guma will come out. This will be roughly about a 40-yard attempt for Guma, which is easier said than done at times. Getting the win in this ballpark, he's kicking toward this ballpark a north-south orientation. Right now, Guma's facing southward. That wind blowing in from the east-southeast, so wind blowing from left to right if you're standing facing towards the field goal. Again, about a 40-yard attempt there. Krell, the placeholder, and Guma set to kick this one up. Again, he drilled the 22-yarder earlier in the first quarter. 40-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and you can tack on 3 more. It'll make it 33-7.
What an amazing first half for the Rattlers. Mission Vets have to clean things up offensively and defensively if they want to have a chance of coming back into this game. The Rattlers have to continue doing things the way they've been doing throughout the first half, and they'll be successful throughout the second.
4 touchdowns and 2 field goals at the first half. 33-7. Sharyland leads Mission Veterans halftime break after this here on Real Sports Live.
At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th through the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbvf.org for more information.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Take a ride or ride a wave, build a castle, or visit a castle. Morning stroll or nighttime roll. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at SoPadre.com.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow as your quinceañera, I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Juntos, nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde.
Alrighty, welcome to the halftime recap on Real Sports Live. 33-7 your score, 21 minutes and 25 seconds. So we kick off the third quarter 33-7, Sharyland leads Mission Veterans, and score speaks for itself as we welcome you here at the press box. Ruben Rodriguez with you. First of all, if you're Mission Veterans, how do you stop that potent offense led by Bo Krell? 3 touchdown passes. Alan Guerrero has a one rushing touchdown on a 6-yarder. Field goal unit's also been very exceptional. Khalil Guma has picked up 2 field goals, a 22-yarder and more recently a 40-yarder to send it to the half. So again, if you're Mission Veterans on offense, how do you shut down Bo Krell and that potent Rattler offense that's picked up a total of 3 touchdowns in the air, 1 in the ground? Krell found Alan Gonzalez twice, a 20-yard touchdown pass, and then for a 58-yard touchdown pass, and he found Alec Gonzalez on a 26-yard touchdown pass. Khalil Guma again picking up 2 field goals, a 22-yarder and a 40-yarder. And Alan Guerrero has been rushing and tearing up the turf for Sharyland, has a 1 touchdown under his belt, a 6-yard touchdown run. Mission Veterans, and they've allowed 2 turnovers here. That first play, that first drive, it was a turnover 2 plays in, and then drive number 2, David Gilpin and company roll the dice as Vincent Abedigo finds Brandon Ludiger for a 28-yard touchdown pass to make it 7-7. Make it 7-7, and Khalil Guma, of course, missing that field goal, but then that was all Mission Veterans had in the first half. So we'll break down some more stats here for you. Scoring drives here. Sharyland is 5 for 7 on scoring drives. They had 4 touchdown passes and 2 field goals. Sharyland's defense has forced 2 turnovers. Mission Veterans 1 for 7 on scoring drives. Again, the topics here and the talks in the locker room for Mission Veterans, it's going to be ball control and 2 key questions. How do you stop that offense, and how do you break through that Rattler defense? Again, that Rattler defense already forcing you to go 1 for 7 on scoring drives, including 2 turnovers forced. If you're Sharyland, flag limitation, you've had a total about more than 10 flags on offense, and if you're Sharyland, that wasn't really much a cause for concern in a sense. You went 5 for 5 on scoring drive. Drive number 6 of the night, 2 flags, all starts, and then a holding call on unsportsmanlike conduct. 3 flags in that drive alone. Force your hand and you're forced to punt it over. So again, flag limitation, the topic here for Sharyland. Ball control for Mission Veterans in, but for them, how do you stop the potent offense, and how do you go through that aggressive defense again to tag your number again? Sharyland 5 for 7 on scoring drives. Mission Veterans 1 for scoring drives. Sharyland led by Bo Krell's offense, 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Alec Gonzalez, a 20-yarder, and then a 58-yarder. And Alec Gonzalez, a 3rd reception of the night, a 26-yard pass, and of course Khalil Guma with 2 field goals, a 22-yarder and a 40-yarder, and then last but not least, Alan Guerrero on a 6-yard touchdown run, who's led the rushing attack here for Sharyland. 33-7 at the half. You sit back and relax and enjoy the bands here on Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
CISD, its Board of Trustees, our Superintendent, Dr. Carol Perez, and our campus administration for all of their support. We would also like to wish the Sharyland Rattler Band good luck on their 2022 competition season. Have a wonderful evening, and go Patriots!
On October 15th, the Diamonds dance team hosted their annual Fall Dance Clinic, where students from the ages 3 to 14 were able to participate. We had a great turnout and got to meet students from all around our Sharyland community. Our participants were able to learn a dance routine and dance skills from our very own SHS dancers. Performing for you tonight are our future Diamond dancers. Please put your hands together for our special little dancers, accompanied by our Diamonds dance team.
Mission Vets, Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live! Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hija, tomorrow is your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live! Woo!
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Listen
to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
flexible.
Insurance for singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Holiday Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Baby, just listen to me. Escucha. Do everything with Prontísimo. Out of home business or Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Sunny days or starry nights. Lay back or splash down. Brunch, lunch, or late night munch. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it would be nothing without a woman. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made a golden light, like no make the earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our halftime activities. Rattler Band wishes the Patriot Band luck on their contest season this year. The Sharyland High School Marching Band is directed by Mark Perea, Patrick Schmidt, Beth Van Epps, Frank Salinas, and Color Guard instructor.
That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th to the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbvf.org for more information.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Take a ride or ride away.
All right, welcome back to Sharyland, Texas for this Week 9 matchup between Mission Veterans and Sharyland Rattlers. Reeve Reyna in the broadcast booth along with my partner Ruben Rodriguez, and we are getting ready for this second half kickoff. The Patriots kicking off to Sharyland, and Sharyland with an impressive first half, putting up 33 points on the board. The only thing that really hurt them offensively was those penalties. Mission hadn't really gotten anything going on both sides of the football. It's been a struggle. What is Mission going to have to do, you know, on both sides of the football to try to get themselves?
Earlier in the halftime break, you can tell that the two topics for Mission Veterans are ball control and how do you stop Sharyland, both offensively and defensively. Again, on defense, you're going to have to stop Bo Krell's offense. He's already picked up 3 touchdown passes and 1 handoff to Alan Guerrero for that 6-yard touchdown run. But again, if you're on offense, you got to stop that. You got to get through that Sharyland high defense that's forced key stops, including 3 turnovers against scoring drives. Sharyland went 5 for 7, and we also had Mission Vets to go 1 for 7. Away we go.
Martinez kicks it off, and Sharyland will start out past the 40 into about the 42-yard line. Good field position for the Rattlers to start this first drive of the half.
And again here for Sharyland, this offense led by Bo Krell, again 3 touchdown passes. It was 2 to Alan Gonzalez, a 20-yarder and a 58-yarder, and he found Alec Gonzalez for a 26-yarder. Again, it was 5 for 5 on scoring drives, but again, we mentioned earlier, penalties were very crucial against Sharyland. In that one drive number 6 of the night, the Rattlers weren't able to capitalize here as he suffered 3 straight flags in that drive that ultimately led him to punt it over. Craig Krell and company, Craig Krell's offense, led by Bo Krell, the young gun, the junior quarterback, steps back in here for Sharyland's 8th drive of the night.
Krell and Guerrero with a tremendous first half, both with several passing touchdown passes by Krell and Bo. Guerrero with able to getting 1 rushing touchdown with over 100 yards rushing. Not able to pick up any yards there. Will be second down and 10.
Lost to 2 again already. We have a player down for Mission Veterans. We'll take a quick timeout. 11:40 left to go here in this one. You're watching Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Player shaken up on the play, able to get off to the sideline on his own power.
2nd and 10.
And Sharyland was second down and 10. Obviously, they were able to control the ball a lot in that first half. Ball control was something that they really had a lot of execution with. This ball's caught going down past the 50-yard line, able to cut back and go for an extra 13 yards down to the 37-yard line, ducking defenders, and just being able to be efficient on the offensive side.
Gonzalez right there again. He already had 2 touchdown grabs and looking for a third one, but Michigan veterans quickly shutting him down. But either way, still a big gain for Sharyland, and the Rattlers pick up right where they left off here again, driving them right of the night. They'll start things off here again at their 37-yard line in Michigan Vets territory.
The junior Krell is able to get the ball down the field with efficiency, trying to find his open receivers. You know, he has that good run game, but he's able to go up, and what amazing catch down towards the middle of the field at the 25-yard line.
Oh, a beautiful grab there by Gonzalez at the jump high, and full extension brings it down with one hand. Great play there, and Sharyland again back in business here in this second half.
One of the best plays we've seen all night thus far. And the Rattlers have been anything but short of amazing offensively. Krell gets it, hands it off to Guerrero, cutting back, trying to get some work done, and he gets to the 17-yard line and out of bounds. It'll be third down and about 3.
7-yard pickup there by Guerrero. And Guerrero has been the workhorse here on offense. Has been tearing up the turf for Sharyland in the ground and pound offense. He's down inside to about the 19-yard line. Guerrero, 1 touchdown. That was a 6-yarder way back in the first quarter. Michigan veterans defense starting to struggle early on with the Sharyland Rattler offense.
Krell in shotgun with Guerrero right behind him. 3 receivers set to your right. Guerrero going up the middle, finding a hole, and a flag is thrown. And it was coming from the Mission Patriots secondary. So it's going to be interesting to see what this call is here. Is that going to push Sharyland back, as they're starting to walk back now?
Sharyland Guerrero there on the carry. Valdez making the stop at about the 13-yard line. Holding call that goes against Sharyland will bring it back 10 yards. And again, that topic in the first half during halftime was how do you limit your flags in a very efficient night on offense for Sharyland, but they've been plagued by flags all night. There's an example here as the flag starts to carry over to the second half.
Over 100 yards in penalties, and it's been interesting because they've been able to execute offensively and get the ball down the field, so they haven't really had any problems with it creating problems and then not being able to score, as Krell throws that ball over the head of Jose Sainz, the senior slot receiver there. They'll bring up 3rd down and 14, 3rd down and long. You know, the Rattlers got the ball first in this half. Patriots, they're able to stop here. Will they be able to create some momentum and trying to get the ball down the field? 9:33 to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, just one big stop here, one big turnover is all it takes at times.
To start something, especially some scoring for the Patriots, which they desperately need, as he's able to get out of bounds, and it looks like he's not going to gain any yards, so the Rattlers are going to probably go for it here. I'm not too sure if they're going to send their field goal unit out. I wouldn't figure that they'd punt, but I actually think that field goal unit's going to go out there, and he's going to attempt a 45-yard field goal.
Khalil Guma has been make that 47 yards. Khalil Guma has been efficiency so far. He had a 22-yarder in the first quarter, and to send us to the halftime break, he put it in a 40-yarder, so now a 47-yarder here.
47-yard field goal attempt. The rush kick is up, and it is no good from 47.
Just a bit wide to the left here, so now Guma will go 2 for 3 on field goal attempts.
Had the distance, just could not and was not able to connect.
Again, Sharyland starting off very potent on offense here, but again, flags play crucial on that holding call. Sharyland tries to power their way down the field, and Mission Vets takes advantage of it. They'll make a key stop, and now Patriots will have excellent field positioning. They'll take over at their own 30-yard line, 70 yards to the end zone. Again, we said that's probably all it takes is just one key stop on defense, and this can have that momentum. It can spill over into the offense, and that can just spark a comeback here. We've seen it before plenty of times, and David Gilpin's offense is a very key offense. But right now, they've just been having struggle and trying to find the groove tonight.
I think they need 7 points here, Ruben, to be able to try and stay into this game. It's at about a 4-score game. If they're able to get 21 by the end of the third quarter, and a slant route is incomplete, but I think there's going to be a flag against. The officials are talking about it now, and I think it's going to go against the offense. And it's going to go against the Patriots.
First down.
Not a way to start off the first drive of the second half here is again Mission Vets on their 8th drive of the night.
Being able to get the ball off the missed field goal, and then we have the ball at the 30-yard line, which is pretty good average field position, and then pushing it back all the way down to the 20, making it first down and 20, just sets yourself up in a deeper hole.
8:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Mission Vets continue back on offense.
Snap back, play action pass. There's a screen there. And short, unable to connect.
Pass intended for Garcia.
Intended for Garcia out of the backfield.
2nd and 20.
Good pressure by this defense.
And we've been seeing Vincent Alvarado and Braden Ludiker sharing snaps. Now Ludiker starts off the offense here in the third quarter. Bit of a slow start here as Ludiker again was trying to find Garcia. The pass just a bit very underthrown, and we've seen that case where we've seen multiple underthrown passes by Alvarado and Ludiker. The plays are there, the passes are there, the receivers are there. It's just a matter of the ball getting there.
Yeah, this playbook, from what I'm seeing, is very dynamic. It's just trying to execute on these plays, trying to look, he goes to the outside there, able to get the deep ball down the field and nearly intercepted by this Sharyland defense. Is just unable to hold on.
Again is there breaking it up.
As we have an injury timeout on the field, we're going to step away. Be right back in just a few moments here on Real Sports Live.
We are the Border Cowgirls and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Welcome back to Richard Thompson Stadium. Ball downfield and incomplete. 3 defenders behind that intended receiver.
On the coverage.
And great coverage by Gonzalez.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you found a wedding ring on the
He is slow
please return it to the
to come off the field. Appeared to be limping, but I think he's going to be just fine. Got shaken up on that play. 8:20 to go here, 8:10 to go here in this third quarter, and that's going to create 4th down and 20. And just after that penalty happened, the Patriots couldn't get anything to go offensively, and it's starting to cause frustration within this offense. And they're going to have to punt it away for the 7th time in this game. A good punt, yardage wise, and it'll get down to about the 46.
45-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Rattlers.
Sharyland here now back for drive number 9 on the night. They'll be taking over their last drive, ending in a 47-yard field goal attempt that just wide to the left. And Guma again has been efficient tonight, 2 for 3 on his field goal attempts. That one just veers off to the right. Make that 5 for 8 now in scoring drives as the Sharyland Rattlers will take over at the 45-yard line. Excellent field positioning here again. Mission Veterans, he thought that good stop on defense was going to try to change the tide on offense, but then that babysitter Reeve, that flag brought him back, and that kind of just killed the mood in the sense for Mission Veterans, and Sharyland just was able to take over.
You're right, Ruben, coming down to the 45-yard line, over the head pass, caught down to the 35, cuts in. Looking for more yards and continuing to fight his way all the way down to the 32-yard line. Jose Saenz, that senior wide receiver who's producing a lot here. His number's been called quite a bit.
And Saenz is making some key grabs tonight. He's made a fish one as an example. Another one he makes there as he cuts through and just gets a pass. And good ball placement there by Krell, just managing to get it over the defender, but just enough for Saenz to bring it down. Of course, Saenz, a speedy wide receiver, gets across for a fresh set of downs. Sharyland now sets up shop at the Mission Veterans 33-yard line.
Terrell in at quarterback, calling for signs to go in motion. Hands it off to Guerrero up the middle, open lane, fights a defender off to the outside, to the 15-10. Breaks the defender off, touchdown, Sharyland. Guerrero with his second touchdown of the night.
First it was a 6-yarder, now a 33-yard run. Guerrero, the shake and bake, the zigzag. Take a look at the replay, folks, presented by Josh Moody Loans. He goes down the middle. Let me try the left. Now let me try the right. He shakes off one, another one, and right there makes that nice cut to the inside and cuts through traffic and brings in another one. As Sharyland back in business, and they pick up their first 6 of the second half as a 39-7 lead, and this one's starting to spiral out of control here for Mission Veterans.
Extra point, hold, kick is good. 40-7. Sharyland really putting it on the Patriots here at home. It's a great atmosphere, 40-7 Friday Night Football. We'll be right back here on the Real Sports Live Network.
Graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work. Debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th to the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbvf.org for more information.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching.
Welcome back to Richard Thompson Stadium here in Sharyland, Texas, and it has been a Sharyland route, 40-7, 7:08 to go here in this third quarter. And Mission's really looking for something here. It's been a rough night on both sides of the ball.
Mission Vets coming here for drive number 9 of the night again. They took over after forcing a missed field goal that kind of set the tempo for the offense. Okay, now we got the defense rolling. Let's see what the offense can do. And it was one flag, and just one thing, all it takes, a flag, a setback, a down, anything to change the tempo of a game.
Going in motion to the end around, going up the field, able to find the open running room, but brought down. And there's a flag on the field, I believe, at the top of the screen. Not too sure. I believe it's going to go against this Sharyland defense. I believe it might get him for a horse collar, and then they call it unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not too sure. The officials are negotiating at the moment.
Look at the play. Mano's on. They carried to the left-hand side. He was brought down hard at about the 29-yard line, visibly upset when he got back up as he saw him. He was brought down, gets up, and he slams the ball down. Probably in a call, and that's going to be against a horse collar call again, Reeve. Horse collar against Sharyland will move up Mission Veterans again. This may be what the doctor ordered here for Mission Vets. Again, a bit of a slow start in this second half. Of course, it was a 3-and-out for the Patriots in their last drive. Now on drive number 9 here at the 43-yard line. Look to use this to boost their way down the field.
Shotgun formation with the running back to his left side, right side. Going in motion again, same play. This time up the middle, and coverage is blown up to the line of scrimmage. It's actually a loss of half a yard and another penalty flag on the play.
It was Garcia on the carry, who tried to find his way through humanity in the pile, and he was brought down. And another personal call against Sharyland, this time a face mask. It's going to boost them up even further, in Mission Veterans now just starting to reel in off these calls against Sharyland again. We saw those penalties against Sharyland on offense. Now the defensive penalties against the Rattlers are starting to pay a factor.
That's their second defensive penalty in a row that cost them 30 yards automatically. And all of a sudden, the Patriots are now in Rattler territory at the 42-yard line. This time they're lined up in shotgun formation with 3 receivers off to the right-hand side. 1 in motion and 1 at the top of the screen. Quarterback going up the seam to the outside and will a 1-yard gain.
I'm to go now back in the ball game. Braden Ludiker started off taking snaps in the second half. He continued this drive and a couple plays in. Now Vincent Nava in at quarterback once again for the Mission Veterans Patriots. A 1-yard pickup there by Avadigo. He tried to cut into the left-hand side and picked up a few yards.
Patriots awaiting that play call. At this point, it's just trying to connect offensively, trying to get rhythm. At the way it looks like right now, this would completely shaken up the standings. It would send the Rattlers and Sharyland to 3-0 in district play, and would send the Patriots in a 1-2 losing record in district play, and puts their playoff hopes in jeopardy. Sharyland, a really good team defensively, and they've shown just that, except for just giving up that 1 solo touchdown on the second drive for the Patriots.
Yeah, Mission Veterans here now in desperate need. They're 1-1. They'd fall to 1-2 with this one, and he said Sharyland will improve to 3-0. We'll get you the standings momentarily after the next snap.
Dropping back, receiving coverage, 3 up top, screen pass underneath, and able to gain about 3 yards on the completion. Will bring up 4th down and about 7.
Pablo Lopez on the carry. We'll look at the 16-5A Division II standing. Sharyland, a number 1 seed at 2-0. Sharyland Pioneer at 2-0, also tied for first. Mission Veterans would be at number 3, 1-1. PSJ Southwest 1-1 in 4th. And then PSJ Memorial and Rosemont 5th and the 6th spot, both 0-2 in district play.
4th down and 7, a must convert here. Inside, intercepted! Interception thrown by the Patriots, and another turnover by Sharyland, and they're pumped up.
Make that turnover number 3 on the night. Interception number 1. Gabriel Guajardo, a senior linebacker, making the key stop there as he catches that one in wide open territory. We look at take a look at the replay. Then by Josh Moody Lone, so on a must convert there. I'm gonna go fires one, and a good stop there by Gabriel Guajardo. Just manages it, gets it down in no man's land. Sharyland will take over, and Sharyland found the end zone again on Guerrero's second touchdown of the night in their last drive.
4:24 to go in this 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 for Sharyland from the 32-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun formation with 2 receivers set to each side. Going in motion, going to the outside, finding some running room, able to cut up field in a game about 4 to 5 yards. I'd say around the 4 yards. So it'll be about 2nd down and 6.
Gonzalez down on the carry, picks up a couple of yards. Looks like he just picked up about 1 or 2. Looks like he picked up 1, so that makes up 2nd down and 9. From our vantage point up here in the press box, looks like it goes a couple more yards, but just 1. So it brings up 2nd down and 9 on the 27-yard line here for the Rattlers on offense.
2nd down and 9, shotgun formation, screen pass to the outside, looking for some room and able to get out of bounds and set up that about 3rd down. And let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it about 6 yards short.
3-yard pass there brings up 3rd down and 6 on the reception. Jose Science, the slot receiver here for Sharyland.
Science staying busy, especially here in this 2nd half, getting his number called quite a bit. Corral looking for more. Receiving that blitz coverage. And he gets swarmed in the backfield in good pressure by the Patriots. And you haven't seen that much all night. And that's their 2nd sack of the night for the Patriots.
I mentioned early back in the 2nd quarter, Corral took a hard sack in the late stage of the 2nd. And that's his only 2nd sack of the night here. So Mission Veterans taking 2 sacks so far, but that just shows you how good this offensive line has been, how crucial this offensive lineman is in for Sharyland on these key stops, carving that path for Guerrero, for Gonzalez, and then the pass protection here. This brings up 4th and 12 now for the Rattlers.
They're sending their punt unit out on the field. I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to get this play off. Play clock's down to 1, and Sharyland is going to call a timeout. and get ready to punt. 4th down and 12. We'll come right back. 2:28 to go here in this third quarter. Real Sports Live on the other end.
Inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Baby, just listen to me. Escucha. Do everything with Prontísimo. Auto, home, business, or Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Me or you? Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 4th down and 12. Punt all the way down. A good pump from Sharyland. A nice return all the way back down to the 34-yard line. And 2 penalties flying. Penalty flags flying all over the field. And it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to go against Sharyland. So it's not going to matter. It's just going to be placement. And I believe it's going to be a holding from Sharyland.
And penalties continue to play a key factor here for Sharyland. Again, it was the first half, the top, it was the offensive penalties. Now the defensive penalties. And we saw in that last try for Mission, it was 2 personal fouls, a face mask, a holding, a horse collar, then a face mask call that gave Mission Vets a free 30-yard pass to get across. So again, Sharyland, if you want to look ahead to next week, the key matchup, the Snakeskin Classic, that's something that Craig Krell and company is going to have to fix, and that's penalty control in this remaining portion of the game.
The officials still negotiating what the call is going to be. There were 2 different perspectives, 2 different flags from different sides of the field. Here it is.
We have a legal block in the back. That penalty is declined. We have blindside block. Number 34 on the receiving team. At the 15-yard penalty. First down.
So it's going to be an illegal block in the back and an offsides penalty. So they're going to offset that one, and then they'll go for the 15-yard penalty, which will push the Patriots back. Instead of starting at the 34, they're going to start at about the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation from here on out. It was what it looks like. They've been running this formation the past 2 drives. Receiving pressure, going to the outside. That's going to be thrown away into the stands on the sideline. And we'll be 2nd down and 10.
Looked like Gabriel was looking there for Manuel Espinoza. Espinoza stumbled a bit, turned around, and by the time he looked up, the ball was way over his head. So it could either be an intended pass there for Espinoza or Gabriel just throwing it away. But either way, receiving core for Mission Vets needs to be very cautious and keep an eye out. Just keep your head on the swivel in a sense. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 receivers on each side, going to the outside. Screen pass caught, looking for some extra yardage. We'll get about 2 or 3.
Espinosa, spot right around the 22-yard line.
We just hit about that 2-minute mark. We're at 1:47 here in this third quarter. We'd be glad you're with us here all night on Real Sports Live Network. Ruben Rodriguez, Reeve Reyna, here from Sharyland, Texas at Richard Thompson Stadium. Third down and 7, going deep ball, and it's gonna be incomplete. Heavy coverage from Sharyland. And Ruben, what did you see on that play?
Robin Marine, they found him on deep plays multiple times there, but look at the Marcos Esparza, the junior defensive back, breaking up the play. And again, Mission Vets, we've seen it earlier. Obed Marin has been that key target when they're trying to get a good 20, 30 yards on a pass, and they're looking for Marin again, but Esparza breaks it up and does an efficient job, and now a Rattler offense set to come back on field. As Salih's now back to return here for the punt. I'm going to go back to punt for Mission Veterans.
Great atmosphere here on Friday night. Student section lively. And pretty good sized crowd on both sides. A great atmosphere for Sharyland and Mission. Towns that are just 10 minutes apart away from each other and have just started playing each other since about 2014, I believe.
It's the first meeting between these two teams was in 2014. So on 2014 all the way down to 2020. So they faced off in 14, in 15, and 16, and 17. Those 4 games were all dominated by Sharyland. 2020, they faced off on a rare Monday night matchup, of course. That was the COVID season. Everything was mixed around. They were forced to play on Monday Night Football style. We got that one here on Real Sports Live for you. Sharyland got the win to make it 5-0. And then, of course, last year, Mission Vets got their first win over Sharyland in school history to make it a 5-1 record. Sharyland leads here.
Mission trying to become back-to-back winners in this matchup, going up to the sideline. And Guerrero up to about the 23-yard line. So like I said, Sharyland up 33 points with 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's been all Sharyland. Mission. Patriots have been struggling on both sides of the football all night. A 1-yard gang there.
Picking up 1 yard on the game there. Again, we mentioned earlier, Guerrero has been in the ground and pound offense. We have an injured Patriot down. 3 seconds left. We'll take a timeout here. Friday Night Football on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
My education. What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck. And today.
Second down and 9 after that injury timeout. Corral going deep ball to the sideline. It is caught! Touchdown! Gabriel Garza, the senior, with an amazing grab. And the Rattlers really opening things up here in this third quarter, 46-7 with the extra point coming next.
Beautiful grab here. Good play made in the corner of the end zone. Garza, the intended receiver, had to outreach and overstretch. A covering defender by Mission Vets, but he can tack on another 6 on the board. Sharyland starting to close this lead out.
Extra point snap, hold, and the kick is perfect. It is 47-7. And a route to a Sharyland win here at home. We'll be right back in a few seconds here on Real Sports Live.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to...
All right, welcome back to Real Sports Live. After that amazing touchdown from Krell to Garza, 13-8. And now the kickoff, and the Patriots will take it from the 20-yard line.
And great play right there. Bo Crowell picks up another touchdown pass. His fourth TD pass of the night. This time he finds Gabriel Garzo, gets his first touchdown reception on a 26-yard touchdown pass, make it 47-7 in Sharyland in the driver's seat. And again, all gas, no brakes as they continue to pick up right where they left off in the second half. Again, a very efficient night on both offense and defense. Defense, of course, for Sharyland has already picked up 3 turnovers. Last drive ending an interception here for Sharyland as Mission Veterans takes over again.
Obviously, the scoreboard is what it is, 47-7, a 40-point game here. And it looks like Sharyland might recover that football. Unless the quarterback, yep, he was able to stay on top of it. So it's just going to be a loss of yards. And that play will most likely take us down to the end of the third quarter. You're glad you're with us here on Rio Sports Live. That's the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes left here in regulation from Sharyland, Texas. Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back here in just a few moments after this message.
Child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? New. Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Start of the fourth quarter and second down and 16 for the Patriots. 3 receivers set, 3 to the right side, 1 to the left. And a quarterback read option going to the outside and able to gain 6 yards on the play.
So Ludiker taking a couple of drives there. Works his way down the field in a couple plays, picks up roughly about, let's say give or take at about, it's at the 7, so about 9 on that carry. Ludiker brings up second down and 7 here for Mission Vets. Ludiker now taking snaps in place for Avdigo.
Ludiker able to get it to the outside, screen pass, nice completed catch, and able to break off a block, but able to get it down to the 41-yard line and create that first down opportunity.
So a good play right there. And reception able. Lucille, the junior, gets a good grab. And kudos to that Mission Veterans offense. They were down already after it was that initial play, that long snap that went back. And now they go have to cover it. Then Ludiker comes back in. A couple good plays. Talk about again the junior able. Lucille getting his feet wet. Gets a couple good yards. Enough for the first down for Mission Veterans.
The Veterans going in this shotgun formation. 3 receivers set to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. They tend to send that receiver right there in the slot in motion to the other side and trying to create that real route on the outside. Looking at it there, receiving pressure, trying to get to the outside. Doing an amazing job to the 45-yard line and somehow created something out of nothing. And no matter the pressure that he received there, he was able to get positive yardage, second down and 4.
Couple good gain right there. The Mission Veterans offense now starting to wake up as a big gain. On takeover about their own 47-yard line, roughly about a 7-yard pickup, brings up second down and 3. Mission Veterans looking a little more efficient on this drive to start off the fourth quarter.
Second down and 3. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Pass to the outside, receives good blocking, and he just gets tripped up. And he possibly, I believe he got the first down. He did. So it's going to create a new set of downs. And Garcia makes the catch to the 49, a catch of 4 yards. And Sharyland trying to set up here defensively. Mission trying to get something going. And there's going to be a penalty flag, and that's going to be a false start on Mission.
Mission veterans talk about this offense, this drive. We came a couple good passes there from Ludiger. They find Lucio, the junior wide receiver, has made a couple good plays, has worked this team down the field so far. Now a little bit of a setback here as the penalty brings them back 5 to set up first down and 15.
As we get closer to the conclusion of the end of this game, and a pass to the backfield, and able to come up with that nice acrobatic throw, sidearm. But as we get closer to the conclusion of this game, we still have our Real Sports Live Player of the Game to give out here in this fourth quarter. We'll be doing that momentarily. 9:25 here in the fourth. And what's been all Sharyland, Ruben, and what was a turning point for you? Obviously, Mission, you know, at one point this was a 7-7 ball game with 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter as the run gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. Ruben, what was it?
Sophomore Roy Martinez in on the carry, but I think the turning point there was, okay, so we saw the first drive was for Mission Veterans. They ended up in that fumble. Sharyland, okay, this is what y'all are bringing out to the table. Then Mission Veterans, they got their composure back. They score on that 4th and 10 play on that pass to Ludiger. And then you talked about the offense for Sharyland. Once they woken up, once they forced that second turnover, that Sharyland offense just took over. And ever since then, it's just been a Sharyland show all game.
Fake pass to the outside, able to continue to run all the way down to the 20-yard line. And we'll set up 2nd down and 2. So the Patriots are driving at this moment, and whatever they're doing on this drive is working.
Folks, it's the first. Yes, they've scored before, but even not, it's the first time Mission Vets is in the red zone tonight
since that first half.
Oh, they scored it from the 28-yard line, so they're barely entering the red zone as they're past there to Lucio.
Running out of bounds there to the 12. Lucio, the junior, with the reception. 8 minutes exactly in this fourth quarter. Ball is marked on the 17-yard line. Mission just trying to make this opportunity that they have worth a while. Quarterback trying to find room to the outside, to the 5-yard line, and he will get down to a touchdown. Crosses the pylon.
Oh, beautiful play there by Braden Ludiger. Ludiger having to maneuver all his way around. He was actually going to his right-hand side. Look at the replay by Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen. Ludiger making a good move. And again, it was Ludiger and Lucio. That dynamic duo powered that offense all in this drive. You see him cutting down the middle, decides to go to the left and works his way through, and he shoves his way into the pylon. And picks up another 6 here for Mission Veterans. A long time coming for the Patriots.
Abel Lucio and Braden Ludiger, excuse me. Extra point, hold kick is good. So it's now 47-14 with 7:35 here in the fourth quarter. We're going to step away just for one moment. We'll be right back here on the Real Sports Live Network in just one moment.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender.
As we welcome you back to Real Sports Live. And this fourth quarter, the Patriots are able to tack on another 7 So it's 47-14. That was their first time scoring since that first quarter. About 8 minutes in. And it was 40 unanswered points by Sharyland before the Patriots were able to tack on 7.
And you get offense served by Mission Veterans was Braden Ludiker, and Abel Lucio just powered that offense through, and Ludiker capped it off on a 12-yard run to tack on another 6 on the board now. 47-14 again, 40 unanswered points by that Sharyland Rattler offense, and it's the team that's looking to send a message because next week they'll have their hands full in a big matchup, the Snakeskin Classic between Sharyland and Sharyland Pioneer.
Both Sharyland high schools are going to be going at it here on next Friday night. We'll have that game for you on Real Sports Live. First down and 10 from the 22. Hand off up the middle. And there's a new running back in the game. And that's going to be the senior.
Bravo with that tackle.
Juan Regula is there, the senior fullback into the game. Takes his first few touches.
Ever since that midway point in the first quarter, it seemed that Sharyland had control in this game, and they were really consistent on both sides of the football. I would say the only thing that they need to clean up offensively and later in the game, as we saw defensively, is a lot of those penalties, and it can come back to hurt you, especially in the playoffs and the postseason. They're going to be looking for their 4th district win next week. They're going to get their 3rd district win this week against the Patriots here, and trying to stay undefeated in district play is really hard. If they're going to be able to do it, from what I'm seeing, they look like a team that they can compete.
Yeah, depending on what happens tonight with Sharyland Pioneer, I know they're in action currently at the moment. We'll try to get you a score on that one, but that's going to set the stage for a battle of unbeaten here, and in a fitting way, they're both teams unbeaten, and they're both city rivals. We'll tell you more about that one later on.
A spin move up the middle, trying to get some running room and about to the 27-yard line.
Pickup of a couple yards right there. 27-yard line here is now as the special teams unit comes on board for Sharyland.
4th down and 11. Not really much to go there offensively. The Patriots will try, and this game seems like it's really out of reach, but they'll try to continue to cut that score down and make it less damageable. Back to receive, past the 35, going all the way to the outside, receiving a tackle up and 2. He's able to break out of it and go all the way down to the 44. So again, good field position.
Alberto on the sole there on the return, gets a couple good yards and will bring him down inside to about the 44, 45-yard line marker. About the 44, getting on the sole on the return there for Mission Veterans.
The Patriots' challenge is try to carry momentum in from this 4th quarter into next week's contest. You're going to try to make yourself 500 on the season in district play. And Coach Gilpin is going to want to, expect more from his team. His team gave a good effort this week, but it just was not enough from the get-go against Sharyland. Sharyland will go to 3-0. Going to the outside, receiving pressure, and another sack by this defense.
Ludiker brought down hard. And a big stop there by that Sharyland defense. And if you're Sharyland Pioneer, you're going to keep your eyes open on this matchup because that's going to set the stage again. Pioneer wins this one tonight. Pioneer gets their win tonight. Sharyland holds on here. It's going to set an unbeaten classic, the Snakeskin Classic, next week. But again, talking about Sharyland, what a complete turnaround. 1-4 in non-district, heading into district play. Here they are now 2-4. It's an impressive performance.
Pass caught inside midfield, going down to the 20-yard line. Unbelievable catch and run by Martinez, and the Patriots starting to turn things alive here. That they're going to place that ball at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, big gain there by Edward Martinez. A good reception down the middle, good pass. Milo Ludiker, he cuts across through traffic and works his way down the left-hand side. Brought down inside to about the 19-yard line. So again, for the third time tonight, Mission Veterans in the red zone.
Running to the outside, cuts back, looking for an end zone, and it's going to be another touchdown. Patriots on back-to-back drives score a touchdown. It is 20-47 as he's shaken up at the end of that play. He's looking to get off the field. He's walking off on his own power. They're going to set up the extra point.
19-yard run there by Braden Ludiker. Again, evades multiple defenders and works his way inside. So again, Braden Ludiker picks up his third touchdown of the night, his second rushing touchdown. His first was a reception early on. The PAT is good.
Edward Martinez, a sophomore, able to connect on that extra point. 21-47. 3:20 here to go in regulation. When we come back, we'll have the Real Sports Live player of the game and much more next on Real Sports Live.
To get started. This is your time.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business.
All right, 3:20 to go here in regulation. It will take that one down to the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for the Rattlers, and what has been a rout of the Patriots. The Mission Veterans Memorial team in this fourth quarter have able to put 2 touchdowns on the board, but it is not going to be enough. Sharyland was dominant from the get-go, scoring 7 points first. Able to get that interception early off of the Patriots offense. And the player of the game, it goes to Guerrero on the running back for Sharyland. And a penalty flag
15-yard line. There's a penalty on the play. Check that out.
On the field, on the 15-yard line.
Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchos me andan criticando.
So after the penalty flag, first down and 10, under 3 minutes. And shotgun. And he's going to lose yardage here. He'll lose about 3 yards. They'll give him forward progress.
Time winding down here, just 2:35 left to go again. And Reeve, a big offensive performance here by Sharyland to improve to 3-0 in district play. And what are just some of your final thoughts as we continue to have a little bit of a teaser for the postgame show?
You know, Bo Krell and, Guerrero were both off, completely incredible on offense. The defense played well throughout the whole night. Look at that read option going to the outside, up the middle, gaining 5 yards on the rush, bringing up a pretty manageable 3rd down.
And credit where credit's due here to Craig Krell in the offense. Again, complete turnaround, a complete 180 for Sharyland. Complete 180 for Sharyland. Again, 1-4 in non-district. You head into the bye district. Now you'll improve. You'll put your record at above 500 to go to 4-4 on the season, 2-3-0 and 16-5 in Division II play. Couple yards on the carry. Moves up the setter, brings up 4th down now. 4th and 7 on the 2-yard gain there by Sharyland High.
Fourth down and 8, and that will conclude this one from Sharyland. Reeve Reyna on the call. Ruben Rodriguez to my right. We'll have the post-game show for you momentarily after the conclusion of this game.
This timeout is brought to you by JG.
I want to thank all our sponsorships within RSL. We appreciate everyone's support and appreciate everyone tuning in tonight's broadcast. They are going to probably run one more play, and that will probably be it here from Sharyland. Richard Thompson Stadium. We'll have another crew back here next Friday night as the battle of two Sharyland teams. The Patriots will fall to 1-2, and Sharyland will look to go to 3-0. In district play. Muffs that kick, and he's able to hold on to it, so they're going to run one last play.
Could be 2 plays, probably if they can be efficient on time. Quick pass and work your way out of bounds, and then probably set up one big play at the end.
Try and get a Hail Mary towards the end zone. I'm not too sure of the route the head coaching staff wants to go here.
Just a very efficient night here for Sharyland, playing dominant football both ways on offense and defense, forcing 3 turnovers. It's a very efficient night here.
Week 9 here from Sharyland. Texas high school football pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. And what was a great night of football, beautiful weather here in Sharyland. You couldn't have asked for a better matchup.
It's been a beautiful weather so far on this past week. I know it was a cold front a couple days ago. I know myself, I enjoyed that.
Cold front's always nice, especially during football season. That pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Running 5 seconds off the clock in each play.
Not going to enjoy them while they last. You don't get those cold fronts well too often here, especially in South Texas. You know, sometimes on Christmas Day, you're looking at a 90-degree day. 15 seconds left in this one.
Third down and 10. Coaching staff trying to get a play off. They've got 9 seconds on the play clock. Under 5 seconds. And there's going to be a delay of game penalty. Not too sure. They weren't able to get a timeout called, so they're just going to lose 5 yards. 3rd and 15 after the penalty. Down.
Knocked down at the 23-yard
And what might be the last play of the game. Don't think they're going to run another play, and it's going to be a final score of Sharyland 47, Patriots 21. Mission Veterans Memorial taking the loss here in Sharyland. It was a Sharyland route from the beginning. And we'll be back with a post-game show here momentarily after this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors.
And the post-game wrap-up here on Real Sports Live, presented by Toronto Insurance, Luke Freer Motors, Josh Moody Loans, San Benito EDC, South Padre Island, and Texas A&M University Kingsville. Our sponsors here again, Mission Veterans will fall to 1-2 in 16-5A Division II play, 4-4 on the season. Sharyland will improve above 500, 4-4 in the season, 3-0 in 16-5A Division II play. So now you can make it a 6-1 here. Sharyland now leads the all-time series 6-1 against Mission Veterans Memorial. Look at what's next and what's ahead here for both teams. For Mission Vets, they'll be in action next week against PSG Memorial at home at Tom Landry Stadium. For Mission, Sharyland will have a date with Sharyland Pioneer in the Snakeskin Classic. Again, we'll talk about our Economy Awards. Goal player of the game, Bo Krell, over 100 yard passes and 100 touchdown yard passes. 4 touchdowns in the night, 2 to Alec Gonzalez, and then he had 1 to Alec Gonzalez and then 1 to Gabriel Garza, 26 yards. Just an impressive performance here. And again, complete 180 here for Sharyland High. Again, they were 1-4 in non-district, now 4-4 on the season as they pick up 3 straight wins to kick off 16-5A Division II play. So now week 9 in the books. Week 10, you look ahead, they'll be taking on Sharyland Pioneer in a Snakeskin Classic. It's a big performance here on the night. Joining us on the broadcast again next week, Mission Vets will take on PSG Memorial. Sharyland will take on Sharyland Pioneer on this very field here at Richard Thompson Stadium. In our Economy Awards Goal Player of the Game, Bo Krell picks up 4 touchdown passes, over 100 yards in touchdown passes to Alec Gonzalez. And he finds Gabriel Garza as well. Also found Alec Gonzalez here in the second quarter. Again, very efficient night. Talk about that defense as well, forcing 3 turnovers and rendering Mission Vets scoreless until they picked up those final 2 touchdown runs. Braden Ludiger with 3 TDs on the night, 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 reception from Vincent Avrego on that 4th and 10 play with 6:49 left to go in the first quarter. So again, a very efficient night for Sharyland as they move to 3-0 in 16-5 Division II. That's going to do for us here from the broadcast. Stay tuned for the highlights tonight. For Mr. Joe Bowling, for my colleague Reed Rain, and everyone at Real Sports Live, I'm Ruben Rodriguez saying so long and good night. On our broadcast here on Real Sports Live from Richard Thompson Stadium. It's been a Real Sports Live production. As always, stay safe, good night, and God bless. We'll see you on the next broadcast.